Summer has already come, and obviously, everybody, after whole weekend sitting on the sofa, want to go to hiking or camping with your family. Nature is so beautiful this time, but at the same time, it's very dangerous, especially if you underestimate it. Once, I with my sister Janelle went to our father's house on the holidays. He lives in Bainaul, beautiful place with pure nature. It was midday, I woke up, everything was wonderful. But after lunch, my sister started her favorite song. I think I'm fat. I want to burn it right now. Kuanysh, let's go to hiking. To be honest, her overweight is made up. It was 2 p.m. and our father said that it's too late to hiking and we should go to mountains tomorrow in the morning. So why people always don't listen to their parents? I felt sorry about my sister, and I'm a big fan of hiking. So despite of father's warning, I suggested to go to Whiteface, the highest mount in the Bainaul, which grows over 1,000 meters. I have gone there for several times, but last time was 3 or 4 years ago. So we started our preparation, small preparation. My sister wore shorts and t-shirts. I don't know what she thought about. I was a bit smarter and wore shorts and t-shirts a bit longer. So then I took 2 liters of water and we moved. When we came to the forest, I figured out that everything changed. I didn't find my usual paths. I thought that people aren't interested in nature. Nobody goes to hiking, therefore my footpath has gone. But our team were unstoppable. She with her complex, and I with my hiking passion. Through the forest, rocks, bushes, we reached the mountain base. And at that moment, our water was finished. It was around 6 p.m. If you get the mountain base, you should climb to the top, right? It was really hard, but we did it. And feeling was definitely great. The peak has super view. You can see absolutely everything. Whole Bainaul area and far away through the boundless field. But our happiness didn't last long, because we understood that the way back was waiting us. Moreover, it was getting dark and we had no water. I remembered another path and hoped that this path still existed. We came down from the other side, and unfortunately, human growth bushes with sharp spines were everywhere. Palm-sized spiders waved their webs. I still keep in mind the smell of them. It was very disgusting. For my sister, it was a horror. Our hands and legs were scratched to the blood, limbs were burned by cuts, and all because we didn't dress well. After 4 or 5 attempts, falls, and several timeouts, we moved through them and then climbed over 2 small hills. And faintly, I with my physically fit sister got past between 2 hills. On this path, we got through nettles and spiders again, but we didn't care about them. Strangers dream about water. Meanwhile, it was 10 p.m. and our father started to worry about us. And he called to emergency committee. That's how it happened. Hi, can I help you? Yes, please help. My kids disappeared. They have lost in the woods. How old are they? 28 and 29 years old. Are you kidding, man? They aren't kids at all. So obviously, they did nothing and said just to wait 3 days. So at that moment, Janelle started to lose her hope. She suggested to leave her there and just go and to find the help. I tried to cheer her up, but nothing helped. And thanks God, miracles happened. I heard the sound of a small stream of water. It was totally dark, so we ran around to find it. And then I found it somewhere between roots. And delicious. We drank, laughed, and then found out that we lost our direction in the dark. Fail again. I remembered some documentary films about beer grills and etc. And it was oriented on the moon. And finally, we went out on the road and achieved my father's house at midnight. And very angry daddy was waiting us. After all, he said that former forester had cleaned passes to all seasides in the Banau, but 2 years ago he moved to another village. And I still think about one thing. People unfairly don't notice some people's labor until they have gone somewhere. Thank you. This was the end of my first part of my project, and I want to open my presentation.